More on that later as we get into the second map. To pick a mousesports, as Chad already highlighted, TYLOO will be starting on the CT side here. A must-win pistol, if you ask me. Mousesports will be gunning to win the half at this point, so to win the pistol would certainly help them out after losing Mirage in a convincing manner. TYLOO need to bounce back here, and we'll have a look at the buys come through. We can see the Molotovs, the smokes, no upgraded pistols so far, and we get into the action here. And we've got a couple of decoys into the mix as well. There was a discussion yesterday about the decoys being purchased. We only see one for now. Adds in the hands of Carrigan, maybe trying to bait out a bit of utility by throwing that in first, and he just chucks it in towards PopDog just to keep eyes on that side as they go for a full-on rush in up.
Yeah, Freeman is not taking any contact early. Will be a chance. Hello, Woxic. Goodbye, Woxic. He will get traded out, and looks like this is where it could end. Carrigan actually could adjust into attacker, and will go down. So 3v3. Bomb planted, and Frozen's the only one that's actually in the site. The rest will be playing from upper. There is no smoke to cause too much of a... Oh, actually, I tell a lie. Summer's got a kit and a smoke. If he can get onto that site, he will make things very difficult, but Frozen has to go down. He is their primary target right now. He's doing his best, and already finding... Oh, he's doing all of them! 3 bullets from the USP, and 3 TYLOO brains splattered across the hall.
Superstar power realized there. Frozen holds the bomb site, 3 shots of the USP and 3 headshots found. That is absolutely superb from him. And around where TYLOO actually looked like they had a bit of an entrance there. You can see the smoke was available, the defuse kit as well, but nowhere near the bomb site. Frozen locks them out, throws away the key, and we will find ourselves with a force buy in round number 2 here. Somebody will bring out the Max 7. They've got a scout as well. Difficult to make this round work. They have got the damage there of the scout to do some initial tags. See if it works out for them. Mousesports should be very aggressive there. Well, I say that. Looks like they're very aggressive, actually, towards the Ivy position. Freeman to defend with a deagle. Probably good for one of this angle, but if the spacing's correct, shouldn't find much more than that.
Just having a bit of a think about that Molotov, sorry, that decoy situation, because this shouldn't get too juicy. I think by dropping it above on maps like Nuke and Train, especially if you drop it early enough, it can make the CTs double guess what they're hearing, because the decoy is just going to be the spamming noise of whatever gun you have, right?
Yeah.
But that is enough to potentially mask footsteps in certain situations. I think Vertigo would be good, considering
and
the verticality of the map.
Slowing them down going up PopDog as well. You can't guarantee it's going to be a
just a noise,
there, right? So you're going to at least be questioning the noise up top there.
Yeah, I mean, I actually fell for a decoy for the first time in our Counter-Strike matches recently. I mean, I called 2 library because I saw 2 red dots on library.
Right, yeah.
But the reality was it was 1 and a decoy. Got killed by short. They do have their uses. $50. Well spent.
Yeah, I used to get real mad at Azza for buying it on the pistol rounds, because when we would go to buy in the following round, he was always 50 short of like a flash or something like that. And I was like, dude, what?
What did that decoy do for you?
Yeah, it's useful, you know. Is it?
Fake flashes. Fake smokes.
I wonder if he still thinks that now. Maybe next time I get to talk to him, I'll ask.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
2020, the year of the decoy.
I hope not.
The auto sniper
The auto snipers come in as well.
We had a thing. Aaron actually thought, this is Azza from 100 Thieves. He, back when I was still playing with him, he told me that anything was better than the FAMAS, right? So he 1v1'd me with an MP5, and I had the FAMAS, and he schooled me. Now, Aaron was much better than me, mechanically speaking, so I was going to lose anyway, but I still kept using the FAMAS.
I like
Anything
FAMAS.
is better than the FAMAS. Well, the new FAMAS does feel a little more poppy. So does the Nathan Carrigan. Bloody hell.
Max damage nade there for Freeman.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Owie. The only deagle as well. The only slight investment from the TYLOO squad. And Freeman, he's got a HE shrapnel all over the shop. Just 16 HP, and he still hasn't even had a single bullet fired his way. That's about to change. Carrigan throws a couple towards the back tracks, and no one's quite found him just yet. The bomb is taking its time. They're not in any rush. They're waiting for the kill to come in. Carrigan does confirm it. We got ourselves 3-0 start for Mouse on their T side of Train. We saw their T side have its fair share of woes versus OG.
Yeah, and I'm hoping Carrigan keeps it simple right now. Throw those standard smokes I was talking about, have him go out and fake it, and then just have the rest of them pop inside here with some basic utility. Nothing too complicated. Now, what tends to happen on these type of rounds if Carrigan does go individually is the rest of the team will go without using their utility. They all have full utility. So I hope that's not the case. I hope that there's a play around it. And it looks like that's going to be the play here. Oh no, it's coming out main. Bomb's with him.
Straight ahead of the Molotovs, and he's already found some other drive-by. And even an assist for Zeta, that's a bit of an awkward one.
Yeah, not sure how that went through. Must have been a nade caught. Either way, Carrigan's trademark maneuver working out once again. Opens things up, but down to 3 HP. Really smoking these key positions. Attack will hold towards E-Box. Not for long, though. Chris J finds him. The Galil strikes. Big round here. 4-0 down with lead to an eco. Somebody can still recover the round here. He's got a low HP Carrigan in front of him. He makes his way towards green. Second kill found. And at this point, mousesports maybe on the back foot.
Everybody was not expecting that with the smoke up. Oh, Robs! Oh, he gets spotted. Didn't quite clear out the bomb train. Assumed it would be clear. Freeman was there. He's lucky to be alive. 3v2 though, and Frozen is a lot deeper into the site than the rest of his team.
Yeah, this is where Train becomes very tricky indeed. So many different places to hide, and well, Frozen spots one towards main entrance. Gives that bit of information to his teammates. You can see the crosshair adjust now. Trying to work out where exactly he is. Chris J ready and waiting for him. He gets him from Ivy. And now we have a 3 versus 1. Zeta, the newest addition here to TYLOO, needs to step up, and one of the most notoriously difficult bomb sites to retake in all of CSGO. Molotov down, no kit, no armor, has to save the orb, and they'll be eco into the next round. If he saves the AW Pig, that's a big if. They could bring out scouts around him, maybe some pistols, but we'll see if he can hold on to it first. You can certainly justify the hunt if you're mousesports here. You've got loads of money built up, and the one weapon that could save the day going forward would be the sniper, but it looks like they're happy just to hold on and allow him to keep it.
I'm just expecting a very simple approach right here from mousesports. Nothing too tricky.
Play their own game.
Well, yeah, and in a lot of senses, that's all you should have to do when you are going up against a team who you are much better than. When you have to start playing outside of your comfort zone, when your normal, your A game doesn't work, then you can consider, but you should already have a B, C, D game in mind anyway, which is still your game. It's not coming in counter-strating, it's not coming in looking at their tendencies, it's not trying to pinpoint or pressure an individual on the other side. This is the way we like to approach the games, this is how we would dictate the game if we get to choose, and that's how mousesports have started things here. See if it'll continue against these upgraded pistols and that saved AWP in the hands of Zeta. It will just be a flash over the top and a boost to see if they can find Woxic. Now, he has the slightest of gaps and they only come into play here if we see the pallet boost. He's going to reposition, gets the tag, 1 HP. He's been robbed.
That is complete and total thievery. Poor old Woxic catching the Zeta bullet, but it's Zeta I feel my sympathetic for. Took initiative, took a risk. Bullet does land, but it's all about converting into kills, and that's the end of Zeta.
Yeah, and that's the AWP. That's a shame. That was their one chance into this round. There still is one with the CZs positioning the way they are. It's up to the Deagles, though, to strike first. But there it is. The CZ comes to life now. We are getting a couple of kills of these C teams. Maybe another one available. Summer will take down Frozen. At this point, they know exactly where he is, and another kill is found. Just Ross remains, and he will go down. It's the Desert Eagles, how it always starts, Chad. You win one round of the pistols, and you seem to find 7 more rounds.
Well, they went on a bit of a streak within the last map. Let's see if they can do it again. The CT side of Train, it's a cruel mistress. And as Alex highlighted as we were getting into game, it does take a lot of utility and correctly placed just to lock these Ts from rushing. Now, we know mousesports love to push out of this main position. They are taking a bit of time in spawn here to discuss their options. We do have the match paused, and normally in these scenarios, it is a technical scenario, but I've been informed it's just a very short one. So with these highlights you have on screen here, should be getting you back underway any Momo. Not Jason Moses, but Moment.
Dorping. Now, somebody in Zeta will both be pulling those out.
I like a Trop myself.
Oh, I did find that baseball comedy act as well.
Okay.
So let me just read you the little blurb about it. It's one of the most famous baseball comedy acts to ever take place.
Is it real then? Is this like
it is real, yes.
Okay.
It was like a comedy skit done by Abbott and Lou Costello.
Right. Got it.
Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
Okay.
Right, got it.
So it's quite funny.
So we can't play it, but bear in mind it is funny, worth checking out on the internet. First shot for somebody, and his Carrigan to go down. He's been cracking things open left and right, so that's a good start. That's towards the main entrance where he usually finds himself, making his way down towards Olof. Bomb down to T-spawn.
Is this how Mantu dealt with that position as well, being very forward
Yes,
with the AWP?
he did. Yeah. Seems to be the correct response. Somehow waits patiently towards the Ivy position. Smoke will go down, but he's
Brave.
having to play in front of it, and the first shot connects. Orb towards him, takes him down to 9 HP, but he responds pretty well with the HE here. They still haven't busted open towards Ivy.
Very brave from Summer. Gets the information for his squad now. Confirmed there's both an AWP and an AK that have taken shots from Ivy. The CTs are going to have to address that. And into main comes Chris J. He's done so well to find these winnable duels on the aggressive CTs in the past. It looks like there's going to be no exception here. They have flashes, but they might just go in dry with the double peak swing. 3, 2, 1. Bang! That's Chris J just opening up the site with himself a double. Zeta, however, with the backtrack AWP is connecting. And double AWPs, I remind you again, because things can get rather chaotic. He did see the shadow, hasn't reacted to it. Freeman does, though, just plucking Chris J off the trains. And okay, Rops doesn't need an AWP. His AK is...
What are you doing?
No, somebody! He could have thrown a 1v3. Chance for Rops. Freeman responds, but that was a bit of a flip of the script. Rops nearly had it.
Maybe he didn't see the shadow. Maybe he doesn't have his shadow settings turned up high. He felt like Rob should have been dead a couple of seconds earlier and for free.
Somehow gets the kill and almost wins out on the 1 versus 3. That would have been GG for me. If that goes down, you're not recovering from that. Zeta, though, he certainly did. The AWP working out towards the Ivy position. Freeman to close things out, the final frag. The penultimate situation, a little bit dicey, but ultimately they do win it. And here comes Carrigan's trademark maneuver once again. Molotov and Smoke down, trying to make his way through. Doesn't have to commit to it every single time, just suggesting he could be down there at the start of each round.
That's one way to deal with him as well. Instead of dropping the molly to slow him, getting the nades, that will force him to respect it, but he's out. He's going E-box side.
He gets out with such conviction. And now Zeta does fire off a warning shot. The flashes, the Molotovs. mousesports are throwing so much utility at this bomb train. It's enabled Chris J to get his MAC-10 right up close. And he even finds the frag. Summer with the M4, losing it out to the MAC-10. It gets worse. Zeta's gone. Orb falls. Attacker shooting his teammates, but still, TYLOO, they're losing a lot of health, but they're hitting shots. Freeman, double kills so far. They've got, what, 24 points of health between them? And there could be somewhat of an impossible task ahead of Frozen.
Yeah, the HP and the time remaining, though, enables him to give this a good go. Similar scenario to what Robs found him in the previous round. Can he make a good run at it as well? He has the bomb on his back. No grenades to speak of. He's looking for that opportunity, but TYLOO are playing this correctly. There's everyone tucking in, making sure they can't be taken down, and run the clock right down to the final few seconds here.
All the hard work just to make noise. He won't be heard, though. To find these frags with 20 seconds left, they've turtled right up here. This is going to be hard to get anything.
Yeah, you can see this orb shouldn't miss the shot. It's got to be somebody who close things out there, ready and waiting. And remember, they won by virtue of the pistols, and this is always the way it goes down. You win one deagle round, and then it seems to lead to a spree of 6, 7 rounds, and they've got a few more to go, but they've actually broken the cash down of Mouse. I think there's one more buy available. That's Freeman from range, getting it done with the M4.
Mouse's utility usage during the second part of that hit was perfect. I was actually watching it back, and the flashes were amazing. Every single individual defending the yard near the bomb train was blind and stuck. I think they didn't respect their own utility this time round and didn't take any wider peaks, and that set TYLOO up in a position to find the frags, and now they're looking very, very good to be stealing away round number 4. Woxic with that AWP, the only man with any potency to his buy.
Okay, so if Carrigan gets a nice deep flash and then Woxic jumps down the ramp, it could lock down Zeta. That's exactly what we see. Zeta tucking in, but they're closing this gap. They're going up close quarters. Zeta's anticipating this, but it will be caught by Woxic. And now Carrigan's caught another with a P250. Woxic's orbs connecting, and another. They just keep lining up. The queue to the slaughter. It was TYLOO, past tense, because Woxic's made short work of them.
Well, that's good. They've actually been able to steal back one of their own with that AWP in hand, and that's something that we see a lot out of Woxic. They'll set him up with that low ramp smoke when you throw it down between the lower tracks of the train. You'll be able to pick over towards that and lock down that connector position, but that is the first point of rotation for the CTs. So if your AWP play is able to set up, he's not pushed on back, there's no smokes or molotovs to force or obscure his line of sight, he can deliver you some magic moments like that one right there. Shoes on the other foot here as TYLOO immediately smacked on back down to these pistols. Not as many Deagles and CZs in play as when they won their their upgrade. Only, what was it, 5 rounds ago?
Yeah, did manage to keep them competitive though. With the score at 5-3, this should be the mousesports guarantee. Up Ivy. Chris J with the Desert Eagle only. Been rocking a lot of these sidearms, has chosen not to invest too heavily. Knows he's against the eco, doesn't want to take any unnecessary rifles lost. And a nice clinical execution. Single tap of his mouse. Quite the contrast into the second. Oh dear! Perfect extremes. Both ends of the Counter-Strike aim spectrum.
Yeah, it was looking so good, but then it all fell apart for a second there, but they still have yet to give up a frag. We've got Summer and Freeman at this stage, pulling it back. They are very good at these pistols, I have to say, TYLOO. Always a nuisance. You're going to save that AK-47. Freeman will be hunting for his own. Desert Eagle for now, looking towards the steps. See whether he can make this one work. Player there available to him. You don't need to take him down, but they are trying to hunt that AK.
They'll let him have his Deagle. It's all right, mate. You can keep it. We don't need it. You might not even get a chance to use it next round because you will be going into the buy scenario. Sitting down the bottom there is somebody with, is that 1950? I think it's 1950. I definitely need glasses. I've hit that point, I think, boys.
I mean, I think you've got the facial shape to rock some specs.
Okay, I did spend, when I was in Japan earlier in the year, I spent about an hour in a sunglasses store trying to find ones that would fit my face.
Still not quite
No,
there?
it just didn't. I wasn't happy with it.
Well, there's a heart-shaped face, oval face, round face.
What type of shaped face do you think I have?
I'll bring up the little diagram and we can decide.
Sort of like a beaver, I would say.
I don't know if that's on there, Henry. I don't know if beaver's
Oh yeah,
listed.
no, here it is. Yeah, beaver shape.
Beaver shaped face?
Yeah,
Okay.
Common with Australian Counter-Strike analysts, it says.
First headshot for Boxic, second for Chris J. Brutal scenes on the outside bomb site here as mousesports have their way with TYLOO. It's the beginning of the round. It's already a 5-on-3. A leg shot connects on both sides. Zeta down to 33. And, well, Carrigan has been removed as well. It's Summer dealing out the damage, but receiving a lot himself. Chris J, he's so good at the train. He continues to look so impressive here. And Zeta, once more, saving the orb. That's about all he can do, boys.
Right, so there's 6 face shapes.
Okay.
Oval, round, heart, square, triangle, and diamond. Here are your
I think
demonstrations.
I've got like a horse's face. Is that on there?
Can we keep it away from the animals, Henry? I'm trying to identify which sunglasses
I think
will
you're
suit
a
my face.
heart-shaped face, Henry.
Heart-shaped face.
Yeah, you don't
sure?
have the hairline for a heart-shaped face, so maybe more of like a, could be a triangle.
A triangle? I feel like it's a horse. It's the only way I can.
Yeah, I mean, horses are quite triangular, to be fair.
Yeah, long face.
Long.
Thin face, yeah.
Right, well, look, these kills are coming in for Zeta here, but they're not going to amount to anything other than stat padding. He will be able to hold onto the orb. I can tell you that he's done a small amount of financial damage to mousesports. But the way these rounds are going, unless you're going to have 2 trades early, a 3v5 on the CT side of train, you've already lost a lot of space.
Yeah.
And the T's are probably going to suffocate you.
There's 9 major face groups.
9?
Hell,
Please,
yeah.
there's 8.
Yeah, so
Or
did
6.
I. 6, but that was...
Okay.
I also know that with a face shape like yours, Chad, you would apparently look best with a ponytail.
Okay.
That's what I've been saying to him for years, and I don't know why he's not done it yet.
Yeah, well, I had longer hair.
Ever
once
dabble
upon
in a pony?
time.
Ever whip out a
No.
band or two?
No, I never even went the top knot.
He's just
did.
walked straight out, mate. No
Yeah.
nades at all. And they're all coming Ivy. Party for Frozen. He'll tap away. And now we can carry on with the story time.
Yeah, so they're just going to mop them up again. Next time round, I promise we'll bring you some action, guys. But in primary school, I used to have a bowl cut, which is pretty common with kids in the 90s.
Chad, look at this picture my mum sent me yesterday of my bowl cut that I had going.
You had a bowl cut too?
Of course we did.
Yeah.
It's when you were born in the late 80s, yeah, I had the same haircut.
That's the classic
Yeah.
right there.
So I had the bowl cut like that, but I had a visor. And at school in Australia, it's no hat, no play. So if you don't have a hat, you can't go outside because you will die. But yeah, I had a visor. So what I did was I put the hair over the visor.
Oh, nice.
So I had just had the beak of the cap.
Wow,
That's pretty good.
Damn, I bet you look like
I was
kind of
very fashionable.
Yeah, like a rap duo.
Rat duo.
Rat, rap, ratty rap. And oh my lord, somebody is going to catch Chris J unawares completely. He's anticipating another one, and Woxic will get the trade. That's not an angle you see all too often. Holy moly.
A difficult
hard
shot to
fight.
hit. And Vox coming out on top enables him to get a bomb planted here. Towards upper ramp, they will reposition, but they even want to go for this, Chad. They've got no kits. It's a 4-on-4. You're calling no, but they need rounds, right?
They have to go for it. At this stage of the game, you need to get stuck on in. Doesn't even matter about the financial situation.
Or the headshot situation.
Yeah, that's quite the sitch. Attacker and Zeta are at the back of the inner sight, but I mean, where does this opening come from? There it is. Zeta does pluck Carrigan. The flank is something they have to be aware of, but time doesn't let them. Oh! Turns around. He's got the hero.
It's
Molotov
good.
and no kit, no issues.
It's a thumbs up.
Thumbs up from our admin team. It will still be a mousesports round, but TYLOO, they keep it close. They have this habit of retaking with some velocity and viscosity that I'm unfamiliar with.
Yeah, the ferocity as well is this is fantastic to watch. And we are going to see a 9-3 scoreline come through. TYLOO will save the AWP and the M4 once again, but they are running out of time here. Train, the home map for mousesports here. You can see why they lost to Deagles and it led to a 3-round spree for TYLOO, but at this point, running away the gun rounds, Voxy just helps himself to frag towards inside. And there will be a buy available. For Master Somebody, 1 kit available this time, and utility is there.
Oh, he's just having a mad one, isn't he?
We've been waiting to see Woxic come online with the AWP here in Pro League.
Yes.
And I'm glad that we're getting it because he is an extremely exciting AWPer, fantastic at finding these aggressive opening picks. Normally such a weapon for Carrigan to be able to call around. And I'm glad that he is finding some shots here today because that in combination with Rops and Frozen, the young AWPing duo, it is a deadly trio. And now with Attacker, well, he's quite low up in that heaven position. But he will have an angle towards E-Box and above the smokes if he does find the timing. It will be a 2-wave hit from mousesports. Smokes and flashes coming over, and now they'll creep on out.
Very slow. Very uncomfortable for the CTs as well. There's gaps in your defense. No gaps here for somebody. He actually manages to slip away. 3 versus 3. The Woxic trade does come and fill the feed. Rops onto the bomb train itself. He doesn't have the bomb. That's Woxic's responsibility, and he is exposed at this moment in time to the backtracks. Woxic looks like he might want to try and fob the responsibility of planting over to his teammate. Makes sense. The AWP can support that backtrack angle a whole lot better, but from behind, it will be Freeman to strike.
Brings it back to the 2-on-2, Alex. Is it enough? Rob's a bit of a trade specialist here. Oh, I thought he had the 1-ace potential. Somebody, he'll be finishing off the round, but still, there was a chance I could fall apart there. mousesports get the bomb down, but TYLOO will win the round and get their 4th. They've already lost a half at this stage, and on the pick of mousesports, that really isn't a good scene, considering on the CT side right now. 2 players survive, they recover. The AWP still, they find some bits and pieces on the floor. Summer 3-11, Attacker 4-11, need to start posting some bigger numbers in these final couple of rounds. Of course, there's lots of money for mousesports here after winning 5 rounds in a row on the T side here towards the bookend of this first half. Looks likely to be a 2-0 overall.
Maybe they just go B again, Henry?
What, just straight up with Voxic leading the way?
Well, before he just tore them apart. They only had that pistol upgrade round, and he had the AWP, and they were able to win an entire round on the inner bomb site. So maybe not.
This is the old classic position. They're waiting for the Ivy push. No Carrigan. Fast attack towards main, but they're thinking about it.
Woxic's in a perfect spot for this if they do push.
Yeah, they're certainly considering it, but he's currently got the smoke in hand. Somebody trying to suggest they could be pushing over some sound cues, trying to bait out a Molotov potentially. Smokes down towards main. And connect out. That one goes deep inside. Connector lands on the inside area. Oh, you've made a lot of foots out there, somebody. They're asking for trouble.
He does manage to do 70 damage.
Yeah. Good shot from Chris J. He's so sick of the AK on this map, like it's unreal. Notice as well, no creeks. mousesports, the other team that are adopting this idea of not giving the CT the advantage on defense, as we talk over this final few kills for Chris J, and it works out for them. The fact they've got a 10-4 scoreline, the CTs aren't running away with the rounds because they've got a Krieg at range. Makes a lot of sense. And final round, they will buy Kriegs here, just to know, because you've got no danger of giving them over to the CT side, really. So you'll probably see 5 Kriegs come out. Foxit currently leads mousesports in successful flashbangs, 82%. That's actually impressive. I'd like to know maybe how many he's got, just for context. They could all have 0. Right. So, I don't know.
Keep our eyes on that one. Woxic supporting with the flashbangs as well as finding the opening picks. But straight out main, Carrigan wants to bring the pain. He wants to end the day with a bang. Well, he did, because Summer threw a nade right off his socks. So now Rock's dealing with a double drop. One more to come, and he's got it all sorted. 11-4. A quick end to the second half, or rather first half of our second map. We'll be right back to see if mousesports can put a pin in this one.
That's all we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Let's get it. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we on the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive. Come alive. Come alive. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime.
mousesports TYLOO, map 2, Train, does already look like it's going the anticipated way. Does seem that all of the big names in the mousesports roster have turned up to play.
Yes, it doesn't look good for TYLOO whatsoever. They start on the CT side, which you'd think would be a strong asset to have, a good resource, but unfortunately it led them to an 11-4 deficit. They'll switch over to the attacking side now, and they've only got 4 rounds to work with. They're going to need a pistol, and then a perfect half a Counter-Strike up against one of the world's best Train teams. teams who are looking sharp today. You saw the scoreboard coming into this one, Chad. Everyone's turned up. Everyone's around double digits. And Carrigan continues his good form as well. So we should see a comprehensive victory from mousesports.
Yeah, well, TYLOO might need to get on the phone to the Fat Controller to get Thomas the Tank Engine out right there to slow down these tracks. That's a throwback to all you kids.
Thomas, much love.
Thomas is still going.
He's still going.
He's still going. He never stopped. He's one of the OGs.
He's a creepy-looking train.
Yeah, but a friendly one.
Now, to note the forward position right here of high ramp from Fishgate, he's going to give early information. If anything, it's early information for that of TYLOO. They'll find a big opening here, but maybe they'll reconsider bustling on into the site off of that frag. If they rush on in here, the CTs have already hyper-rotated with 2 individuals coming on over to make sure that there's no push. And they will rotate back now, so it's reset into a 3-1 setup, and Carrigan is the man to receive, and now they do have to play retake.
Carrigan, you can see, able to watch lower and upper from this position, but won't be able to fight on the ladder with no accuracy. Spots the smoke, starts to reposition now. He's got a smoking kit himself, so will he want to deploy that early or wait for his teammates to arrive? Time will tell. Can't find the initial kill, and they're making their way towards connector.
Yeah, and the bullets from TYLOO continue to connect. It's all 3 for Attacker. Outside, somebody tapping away eventually onto the head of Frozen, puts Woxic into an impossible stance. We'll get traded. Attacker quad kill in that round, but 11-5 all the same.
It was interesting they immediately started to go for the chase, right? They got inside of control and they kept pushing. The fact that they kept going through connector to make sure that rotation couldn't come through at all. It's a very interesting little note there, but that's the kind of stuff we want to see from TYLOO, things that are not in the norm. So when they do these crazy plays, surprise us here at the desk. Tactical timeout. Nade to be bought right now.
Yeah, so they'll be nading main entrance, or I guess maybe lower ramp. Those are your 2 options at this stage, but it's their first US Air Force tactical timeout here, just going to be working out what they can do with this round. Chris J has been on mousesports for 2,354 days, 6 years and 5 months. He deserves company shares at this point. I think that's absolutely fair. He's the face of the brand, the poster boy. He's been on the bench a couple of times, but he has ultimately stood the test of time.
Yeah, mousesports Chris J. I mean, the fact that we've been saying that for 6 years is testament to his name value of the organization. GG.bet odds on your screen for the game that's coming up, I assume, or perhaps not. It could very well be the TYLOO odds, so just ignore them for now, disregard them. We'll come back to it. For now, we can get the nades flying in towards main. You said there were 2 options. Well, it seems like they did opt for main, and somebody is right out in rather a Carrigan-style play.
Yeah, they still have 3 HE grenades with a plant towards inside, I'd imagine. So not the full commitment just yet. And remember, mousesports have some of the deadliest pistol players in the game. Chris J, though, one of them. He's removed early. Frozen, also a Deagle specialist. Looks towards Ivy. He's got Summer heading in that direction. I don't think he has the timing, though. He's going to be caught out.
Yeah, and that's the site. That's the round. 3 CTs going to scramble in up.
That's all they can do, really. Might as well hold on to their Deagles, use it for the next round. Good stuff from TYLOO. Early outside control. Finding Chris J. Got the second kill towards Ivy. Job done. Nothing really to talk about.
I like the idea with the nades. It's very common to see teams doing nade stacks through CT connector, and you'd normally put like 3-4 grenades onto that T main position. And a normal response to that could be going fast inner, because you know that they've had to put a lion's share of their CT forces through the connector position. So maybe Carrigan going for a little bit of a more old school approach to this. We'll nade main, we'll show a bit of face. Hopefully they come towards the inner bomb site, and we can use our leftover grenades to chunk them on down. It won't be the case, and well, Robs is hearing some footsteps over towards CT spawn, but I think he's going to be lucky enough to keep his Deagle. He will, and he'll even get a kill for his troubles. So right down to the wire there for Mr. Robs, but he's cool. Mr. Cool.
I see what you did there.
I see it.
That's quite a good one, Chad.
Thanks, guys. You know, been staying up all
Best
night
joke
working
of the
on
day.
these.
I would say here are the actual odds for mousesports versus TYLOO from GG.bet. You can see mousesports the heavy favorites. That's putting it lightly. As they take another partial investment into the round. It's currently 2-0. Going to have Deagle armor and G grenades once again. Smoke towards Pop Dog means they'll be focusing towards main entrance. The nades are relatively successful to kick things off. You can see TYLOO on the left of your screen is playing from Poland right now. They're kicking the facility, and it's working out for them so far. They actually got a couple of kills once again. It's led to a save before. I feel like mousesports will challenge it this time.
Yeah, it seems like they want to try and get something done. The USP from Chris J again, finding frags. This time only they're going to be the one. Not going to have too many leading ramifications. It will just be a case of Frozen and Rops, the same as the round before, just saving and watching that bomb tick away.
Henry, if we do get another full eco round coming on in, do you want to give a shot at this this comedy skit with me? I was thinking you can take Costello, I'll take Abbott, and we'll do this little
Everything you've highlighted
if
there?
we get another eco.
Let me read it first.
Yeah, he's gonna have a little proofread. I'll do some commentary to keep the crowd entertained. But we do see ourselves staring down the barrel of a very juicy TYLOO T-side economy, building up to 7K, all of them a spotless round in the last. Still got his Galil. That's Summer building quite a nice bank from his survival in the last 2 rounds. Only had to spend $700 to get into the 19th.
It got a chuckle, Alex, so that means it's in the right direction.
I don't know what direction this could head in, I'll be honest, but I'm willing to give it a go on the next eco.
If we get another eco,
baby.
maybe we don't get one.
Always down for a bit of acting. We'll see whether this is going to be a chance for mousesports to get back on their feet, though. Certainly not the eco here. We do have the rifles. Chris J with $3,000.
Wait, what's he doing now?
He's up to something. He wants to get the double orb set up eventually, so hoping they just win this convincingly.
You have to win this one
next round.
first, Chris.
He is very good at the deagle, I'll say that much.
If we get Chris in the post-game interview, I want to ask him about this round. I'm going to take a note of this one. Round number 19, deagle only.
Yeah, he's also been picking up the USP only.
Oh, with the armor as well, right?
For the armor only on the T side, but I think that was explained to us as a way for him to be able to pick up any weapons that his team maybe get a kill on.
Yeah,
it helps him actually, clutch it out should they find them. But conversation for another time, because the conversation right now is a B hit. TYLOO, bit of a standoff at the moment. Chris J and somebody who's gonna flinch first. Somebody coming into Chris J's arms. That deagle. Oh, somebody good jiggle peeks. Does get the information. Chris J does well to retreat, but only for a second, because down the ramp they come. Rops unchecked for now, but only for a second. Somebody on upper will clear it out, and another round for TYLOO. This T-side's got some legs to it.
Yeah, and this should be the save from mousesports. Somebody good heads-up play there, knowing Rops is the inside anchor, making sure he clears all of his regular positions, and now Freeman over towards Ivy. His job is to contain these CTs, make sure they can't into any easy-to-save positions like T-spawn. He will flash them back, but Mouse have to deal with Freeman if they want to hold on to these weapons. Summer, I love it. There's a knife on the Woxic.
Oh, dear. They might be back into this one, That knife kill. That's a statement. They've got 5 players alive here as well with Frozen. He's tucked in T-spawn, but the bomb's already down. That's going off, and it will be another round, and 4-0 for TYLOO here. mousesports starting to crumble. 11-4 in the first half, now 11-8. Will go down as well. So this could be that eco moment, Chad.
With Chris J having 3K left in the bank, I wonder if he's going to buy into a hero anything right now. This will be depending on whether we do this, give this comedy skit a crack or not. We will be lacking the context at the start of the skit, as well as the fact that we're talking about baseball with Counter-Strike on the screen.
So it's a baseball skit.
Yep.
From a while ago.
From a very long time ago.
That you found the script for.
Yeah.
That you want to do with Henry in an eco.
Well,
doesn't get the full eco experience
exactly. Here. We've been saved from that right now.
Thank you, mousesports. A ballsy fight from Frozen. Good fragging just to confirm the round. It's going to be the gap continuing to close, and we always often say double digits is when we can start getting really, out of our skin, excited for the comeback.
Yeah, I would say the double orb setup is a guarantee going to that next round, so you might not see it get to double digits. Chris J on that first gun run with a deagle, far from ideal, and I assume he was trying to build up towards a double sniper setup. Woxic and just Rops remain at this point. Not really much they can do about it apart from look for an AK-47. That would be ideal. Somebody's Krieg would be fantastic. That's currently positioned towards the Pop Dog area. Some wallbang shots above Pop Dog. There is a player there, but no damage done as they wait patiently. It looks like the round is confirmed. 11-9, TYLOO will get their 5th in a row in the second half here. Crawling it back now.
What have we seen from them so far? Just the standard wall smokes into the yard position on the anti-ecos. A very simple inner hit where they did take down Chris J with that deagle high ramp and snowball onto Rops, who is pinned, having to do with the high ramp and low ramp positions simultaneously. So it hasn't been obviously too many gun rounds when we only have 5 T rounds played thus far for TYLOO, but the scoreline is getting very, very juicy. And I think at this point, if they get this gun round right now, they're well and truly in the game. It will be double digits, but not only that, mousesports will have shown little to no resistance on this CT side.
Yeah, double AWPs are coming out, Hank, as you prophesized. So this kind of is make or break for Mouse's CT side. Will we see, after all of the sacrifices they made to get to this round, get to this buy, will we see that pay off?
Chris J with the Molotov towards Olof. You can see them trying to deny that quick access, and they do indeed have the double AWP set up for now. Carrigan playing in front of the smoke. Molotov's down, trying to do damage, but taking some himself. Tries to buy time with the smoke. It's very chaotic out there right now, but who will strike first? Small flash, Carrigan. He will find the first, blocks it with the second and third. It's looking very good for their first gun round here on train, and actually their first round in the second half in general. Zeta left in a 5 versus 1. The double AWP seemed to be the solution. Zeta will be hoping for any aggressive CTs to push. They haven't got the resources to hunt him. They know there's plenty of money behind him. You just want to keep 5 alive here.
Carrigan wouldn't say die right there when he was close, man. There were Molotovs all around him. He was flashed for a long time, stood in the open throughout a smoke that didn't even automatically bloom on Molotov. Did take a little while, and they're still able to pick up the round with ease. All 5 members will stay alive. Frozen now with the SG carried on forward. AKs for Carrigan on the pickup. And the double AWPs are still retained by Woxic and Mr. Chris J. So, TYLOO have enough money built up from that 5-round spree. Shouldn't be too many dramas with purchases over in that camp. Let's see if they go for a different approach. Main looks like it's closed for business right now. Same smoke, same flashes, but the follow-through isn't there this time. More of a lean over towards Ivy.
Big round, this one. TYLOO have one more buy in the bank. Mousesports over, very convincing. Round number 21. Shots will come through, and Freeman completely through the smoke. Will take Voxic down. The danger has now been removed towards Ivy.
Oh, the noise Voxic was making was all Freeman had to go off there. The loud steps as he jumped across. Freeman could well to react and predict.
Speaking of predictions, we have got somebody ready and waiting with the Krieg. It looks like a guaranteed kill. He's hit the barrel first, and he will get the kill. Good reaction. Just waiting for it.
Both AWPs didn't even shoot a shot.
But Robs is the master of the inside area. We know that. Smoke goes down. Oh, it's so perfect. He can't even really peek it. Has to focus towards lower now, which is fine. But it means he can't find somebody quickly. We have got Freeman at the end of Ivy as well. There's still a chance if mousesports with mistakes would have 2 days. What's going to happen here? Somebody spots him. Rob's known to play the upper ramp, and that should be round. Money going to be in a very precarious position again. Lost bonus will be at $2,900 for mousesports in the next round, meaning there's a buy available, especially Frozen can save the Krieg, but ultimately, this could be 6-1 in the second half in favor of TYLOO.
It's quite clean as well, really. It doesn't feel like they've been threatened a huge amount. Frozen's going to do his best to find some damage here, but he's pinned. They know at least roughly where his position is. An individual will walk past and to connect. He's going to get very inquisitive. He has a smoke right here. If he can get close to the bomb without being detected, oh dear, this could turn into a ninja defuse attempt. We haven't seen one of these in a very long time.
I mean,
hold up a second. This could happen.
Going for it.
This could work. He could smoke the bomb and defuse.
They're leaving the site.
It's the AWP at top as well, isn't it? He's a time.
He's going to do it.
Smoke.
Go now.
Now seems like
Frozen, you madman.
Flash is on the floor.
He's got it.
No one can contest. There is going to be Zeta.
Oh my God, he's done it!
No, he didn't time it well enough. He almost had it there. 1 millisecond away. It could have been enough to steal the round from TYLOO there.
1v4 ninja. We don't see those every day.
That was such a great effort. It comes down to, let's see how close that bar is at the very top. You can see them chasing each other, the red bar on the left and the blue.
Oh, that's 0 point something. 0.0 something. My
Great
goodness.
effort.
Oh, the moment's hesitation on that smoke grenade, perhaps. Just buying it. Damn, my goodness. That got the blood flowing. Let's see if Chris J is planning to send TYLOO out of main. Again, it's been a point of contention throughout this map. Aggressive AWPing from him for now. Attack as a blood, and he just walks on in. straight out of pop. Finally will be silenced, but double kill is enough to give the T side a colossal advantage.
Of course. It's going to be 2 quick kills, and Rops taking out the smoke again. Yep, they can't get enough of it. It is going to be mousesports now in a 4 versus 2. Carrigan to defend this B side. He pushes them towards outer release, but no one's there. Summers confirmed the connector's clear, and that's the only position kills can be found. It looks like there's a guaranteed one as Voxic is removed.
It's another double AWP setup that doesn't even feel like it gets a chance in the round to do anything.
It's because their players are dying through smokes again and again.
That's the most frustrating way to go. When you don't even get to shoot, when you don't even feel like you're on even keel to take the fight. This is great stuff. We haven't seen TYLOO play Train, right?
We haven't. You're absolutely right there, and this is actually quite impressive. Remember, 11-4 at half, the deficit looked like there was no chance of a comeback. They were on their CT side, remember. They only picked up 4 rounds. Now on their T side, they are currently 8-1 up. They have somehow brought it all the way back here.
Against mousesports'
7-1.
most notorious map.
Yeah.
6 of 7 T-side rounds with 4 results, resulting in a bomb explosion. So not even just fragging them out.
Well, we know how difficult it can be if you do have the double AWP set up to retake. But one of the problems they've had is they've been swarmed, then they've been pushed out of position, then they've been trying to save, and they've been locked in by some of these late flanks that we've been seeing coming in from TYLOO. So they're doing a good job at making sure Mouse can't even carry anything through into the following rounds. We'll see an eco coming on through, some Deagles, nade, smoke grenade for Mr. Carrigan. But, well, once again, it's just going to be the T side of TYLOO shredding them open. Summer gets the first. He will be traded down. Christian has to do something amazing here, and he can't. Attacker on the attack.
And I don't think mousesports will have much to say about it. The Desert Eagle fires off a few more shots and successfully lands towards Zeta, but only minimal damage inflicted. They're going to need some 1-deeks here to stand a chance, and connecting still, but still a 3 versus 1. Mousesports have somehow let this one slip away. Rops will find 1 kill in return in terms of his situation. Deagle armor, 2 versus 1, 3 minute 10 HP. This one's not impossible for him. That shot, though, had to be the start of it. Zeta from Pop Dog will close things out and tie things up as we'll go to 12-12 here now. TYLOO looked like they had no chance in this series. Their own map pick falls against them. 16-7. There was no chance after the first half. 11-4 on their CT side of Train. But here we are, 12-12, all tied up again. Another double AWP setup for Voxic and Chris J, which hasn't really been working out for them. They've picked up a single CT round so far, and we're at round 25.
Has to change here. I have to be able to change the tide of this one. Same opening. What's the response?
Summer coordinate. Somebody's trying to be a full Carrigan cosplay, and it's working. Look at the frags coming in. Freeman, somebody, taste of their own medicine. Mouse are getting executed on in a very similar vein, but as the dust does settle, 2v2, and Carrigan, he does not settle down, does not simmer down, and it's all on to what was Rops. Does finish it off. We have ourselves 13.
Wasn't a clean round by any stretch, though. That was Carrigan just peaking individually at that point. That kill he got ultimately felt like he could have gone either way. They do edge the lead 13-12. It's going to be US Air Force tactical timeout. The first one called by TYLOO. Surprising considering their first half just fell apart. But here we are. It comes right down to the wire.
I wonder if they're discussing whether they run this again, because it was very convincing. Somebody had some big openings there. The flashes, the molotovs, the smokes, they all worked. They got control of the yard position. They just couldn't close out the kills. So we're getting some reactions here with how close that round was. They know that they're pushing Mouse on their best map right here. This one's starting to heat up.
Best maps as a core include both Train, Dust 2 and Vertigo. And actually, the only map that we've seen TYLOO win, it has been Dust 2. That was up against G2. We saw a 16-14 victory for the Chinese squad there. But now it's their chance to go and do one better. A Train Scalp versus mousesports would certainly be a good sign of things to come for the TYLOO project. We will wait and hold our breath just a little bit, though. Still mousesports with the advantage, albeit not necessarily with the weapons in the server. An MP9 with no nades for Chris J. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah. Mouse have to play this one a little bit differently here. They weren't greeted with the fast out to start things off. They are quite passive on the bomb train, so if TYLOO can find room, well, their individuals have been coming online every single round, hitting bangers once they can find the jewels. With with this passive setup, it should be a little bit easier for them to do so. It might just come down to the question of the timing of the hit. At what point do they want to congregate and make their move? Right now, the default spread across the board is seeing if mousesports are desperate, seeing if they want to make a play with this MP9 of Chris J. But we can see right here that Rops and Chris are more than happy just to hold both close low ramp.
Well, it's going to have to be some hold. MP9 inside, not ideal. Incendiary thrown. Molotov in this case. Carrigan survived the last round, one of the few players that did. Flashbang comes through. Good swing, no one there. And he might be taken down here. The hunt is on. Freeman looking to punish, and he will succeed.
Yeah, good nade damage inflicted onto Zeta before he falls, but it's not necessarily going to have too much follow-up effects unless the bullets from Frozen connect in a very big way.
20 seconds remaining. Good signs from mousesports in that regard. Voxic has slowed down on his CT side though. Looks towards top dog for now. Shot in the back again. A lot of that going on here, and the bomb will be planted at this stage. Smokes off. Frozen pulls one back. He needs a double kill here though. Not going to happen. The money will be broken after this one. They've got no chance of winning the round, and Freeman is on for the ace.
Amazing stuff. Oh, Chris J. Rops could go down. Yeah, that's Ropsy. He's already lost his life. Freeman just seems to be having the timings of a lifetime. Every single time it looks like Mouse might have the clock on their side. There's just a flurry of frags, and Freeman's name is often in the kill feed.
There's only one thing keeping mousesports in this game, because in terms of their CT side, it's been, I think, pretty abysmal, really. The only thing that is giving me hope that they might be able to turn this around is the loss bonus is fully in their favor at this point. 3,400 to their name if they're able to survive until the next. And we'll be able to get a buyout, but here they've opted to go for just the partial upgrade again. Maybe they need to win one of their own that we've been seeing TYLOO do. Somebody out middle, the Madman once more, pushing on down. Krieg this time not successful. The opening will fall for mousesports, so this is the start they've been looking for.
Yeah, the Krieg for Frozen could have a lot of follow-on effect. Attacker is waiting patiently by the pop dog, and Summer does claw one back. This should be a neat and tidy round for TYLOO.
Oh, Rops does get one back. Pays a heavy price. Won't recover the weapon. Chris J vaults up to get the AK and retreats.
So now, early advantages for the first time in what feels like forever. It was an 11-4 half, need I remind you.
Remember, they have Kevlar as well here, so it is pretty even at this point. Frozen behind the hit right now. Perfect shot. Finds the bomb. Buys a bit of time. They'll have to reposition now. Freeman removed. He's pretty dangerous. 23 kills to his name. Frozen's had enough.
He's just treating it like a sniper.
It's insane. That's why you don't want to have the Krieg on the CT side. We talked about it. mousesports didn't buy a single Krieg within regulation in the first half until the very last round for that reason. You saw how powerful it can be. If you can harness that power in the correct way, you can win rounds like that. One Krieg in an eco round picked up, and it's stealed it away from TYLOO.
I just want to point out right now how dominant the rounds that TYLOO have been winning are. In those rounds won, 8 of those, they've had 3 or more players survive. In 8 of the 9 rounds they've won, 3 or more players surviving.
Plenty of
absolute decimation of mousesports. So they have been pummeling them time after time. To drop the ball here and fumble it around like this, it's uncharacteristic from the T side that TYLOO have been putting on down here. And you can see with them on screen, the pressure may be getting to them because, as we noted earlier in the day, if TYLOO lose this, as unlikely as it was for them to make it into the top 3, this will cement the fact that they cannot make a top 3 appearance, and thus stage 2 will be denied, and their Pro League Season 11 journey will end.
Well, here we go, round 28. mousesports find some footing, a bit of a lifeline perhaps with the Deagle victory. Frozen with that perfect Krieg sequence towards the end. He'll hold on to the weapon here, and they've got AK-47s as well. Couple of Kriegs within the CT ranks at this point. Fast play towards inside. Will be met by the Incendiary. Somebody will have to slow down for now. Known for his very fast gameplay. Voxic holds towards Ivy. Flashbang in. Needs to be careful. Has been picked off time and time again here. Drops a smoke just to buy a little bit of space. Relieve some of the pressure on this side of the map. Will force one of them back towards T-spawn. It's an inside play coming up. Smoke down towards lower ramp. Carrigan to defend. He's got the AUG this time.
Ooh. Are they doing for triple boost?
3-man boost. Yeah, we haven't seen many kills of this boost. It is being used by a lot of top teams these days, but maybe haven't practiced enough. Zeta won't quite get up there.
Now's not the time to be trying to work out what's going wrong with the boost.
Yeah, I agree.
Chris J and Freeman. Freeman has been having the upper hand, but not today. Round 28. Opener for mousesports. 45 seconds. However, TYLOO, they've been running that clock down.
Yeah, that's enough to surely force him in towards inside. You can see the repositions now with the CT side. If mousesports give this round up, they drop the ball. They've got every advantage they could possibly ask for. Molotov doesn't land the way they would want to, but there was still time for TYLOO to wait it out. They're going for the boost again, Chad.
I hope not.
Okay, are they setting it up again? Surely not at 25 seconds. Towards up they go. Flashbang to come through. They'll just drip out, and Robs needs to try and dodge it. He won't be flashed at all. First kill should be his. Second as well. There's no problem here at all for Robs. This has all gone wrong for TYLOO. They might even be considering the save at this point. 10 seconds remaining. They won't get the option. And money is actually falling apart for them now after losing 2 rounds in a row. They're left with about $3,500 on average per player, and it's just 1 round remaining. mousesports have found series point.
This is going to have been a bit of a wake-up call for them. I mean, these 2 games, OG and TYLOO, are definitely going to have been humbling.
Are they going to take a timeout? Surely, you're still buying, boys, with 1 second to go. Why not take the timeout? I'll never understand that, but either way, they won't be doing anything super fast-paced this round, considering they were still buying towards the end. But you know what? They're still going to rush. There's going to be a missed shot from Chris J here, but he does get one through the smoke. They're fully committed towards outside. Their final call here. Can they hold on? Maybe not. It looks like mousesports have done enough there. Zeta pulls one back with the Desert Eagle, but Freeman, Galil in hand, need to find 3 at this point. Not going to happen. It was an admirable effort, but TYLOO will fall at the final hurdle, and mousesports sweating right up into that final round there. But Frozen saves the day, and we get the 2-0 in their favor.